How's it going, everyone? In this video, I'm going to cover the number one way that agencies and solo agents are writing up consistent, high quality premiums for their exact appetite without having to rely on referrals and outdated marketing, all by leveraging our brand new cold email AI. And we're doing this right now for 25 plus agencies to help them get consistent qualified quote requests without spending thousands of dollars on Facebook ads or SEO to help them, land new business from a completely untapped marketing channel and to connect with businesses who are actively needing commercial insurance right now. And this is all done without having to pay high fees for leads that are hit dozens and dozens of times, without fighting with other agents over shared leads, and without trying to leverage cold calling or telemarketing to get in front of their appetite. This Code Email AI is the same exact tool that we've installed with Amanda. Amanda, before she was working with us, she tried a tons of different lead providers, but she really struggled with these lower quality leads. And she was very skeptical about adopting a whole new outreach method. But, a quote from her, within a few days, I was talking with businesses who actually wanted to talk with her and do business. And she was connected directly with the high intent decision makers who actually needed insurance. And that led her to closing this $7,900 policy, this $18,000 policy, and this $14,000 policy. And she even had three more hot ones that she was working on. Take Jesse, for example, as well. He was relying, solely on referrals and word of mouth for new clients. And he was telling me he was very frustrated with time-consuming outreach, like endless cold calling, attending all these networking events, and he really lacked that lead flow. What we did was we came in, helped him unlock a lot more consistent and a lot more predictable lead flow and filled his pipeline. And he was, writing more policies that he never thought that he'd actually land, such as this, $2,700 policy, this $7,500 policy, and even this whopping $50,000 policy he was able to close just with our help. And another example, take Antonio. He was writing commercial business, but his goal was really to scale a lot faster. And he really wanted to diversify his lead source for a lot more stability within his agency and position himself and his agency as a much more attractive option to bring in top talent and top producers. So what we did was we added a consistent way for him to bring in new business as well as diversify, making his agency a much more attractive option to bring in top talent. And he closed this $23,000 policy, this $1,400 policy, $3,200 policy, $2,700 policy for a $4,000 profit that month. And he also closed this $11,000 policy, as well as a $15,000 policy. And most agencies, they want to find a very simple and effective way to write consistent policies. And it can be pretty overwhelming to cut through all that smoke to see what new technology is actually available to help them scale. And most agencies have really not been able to tap into this side of the market because unfortunately, this industry really has not had a kick in the ass and updated outreach mechanisms in a very long time. And for that reason, a lot of agents have their blinders up and really failed to see this channel as a viable source up until now. In fact, they might have even tried other like marketing agencies and really just ended up leaving with just a bad taste in their mouth. But here's the good news. We are not a marketing agency, and we're definitely not a shared leads or internet leads provider. We don't come in and ask for high setup fees or take a big chunk of your commission like some of these other companies. And let's face it, I mean, technology is on a rising trend, and where we're trying to find reliable human labor is at an all-time high, and turnover with all these different outreach methods is just not cutting it anymore. And the hidden lever that we're pulling has been around for decades. And when we combined it with a new technology, we can leverage a once seen as outdated method in a completely different way. We have the ability to find the contact information of the decision makers for the exact type of businesses in your appetite. And what we do is send out highly targeted messages to that list every single day. You could think of it kind of like a cold caller that's calling a targeted list of businesses and seeing if they're interested in your help. But instead of getting tired and having to go to sleep, this machine is going to work for you 24/7, day and night, without taking any breaks. And it's going out there, generating interest on your behalf and getting business owners to pretty much raise their hand and practically beg for your help with their insurance needs. But here's the catch. In order to maintain exclusivity for our clients, we do limit the amount of agencies that we take on per state. Because let's face it, doing these outdated methods of bringing in high paying policies can be challenging. Take Marcus, for example. But he before working with us, he was using time-consuming outreach methods such as cold calling all day. He was attending a ton of networking events. He did the whole got getting burned by lead providers that promised the world to him, but never ended up actually coming through. And he just felt like he was not in control of his agency's growth. But that didn't stop him. We jumped on a call. We got the exact type of business, the list of the exact types of businesses that Marcus wanted to target. We installed our cold email AI system. And in just a few days, he started connecting with business owners who were actually looking for his help. And he was generating over $25,000 in premium within just his first 2 weeks. And that was just the beginning for him. Now we're scaling him up to sell even more policies. Now, you might be asking, what does all this mean for you? Well, what we're going to do is three things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pull a list of the businesses that you actually want to target and are in your appetite using our proprietary software. The second thing we're going to do is upload that data into our cold email AI system. And we'll send out custom messages to these businesses to gauge their interest. And instead of you dealing with the no's, with the rejections, we're trying to do all this manually. Our system is going to work diligently in the background without complaining, and it's going to get all of those messages directly in front of your target audience. And lastly, we're going to handle all the conversations with the business and only connect you when they respond back with a resounding yes that they're looking for policies now, and after they've been fully vetted by our system to make sure that you're only talking with a qualified person. And just as a safety net for our clients that decide to come on board with us, we even have a minimum guarantee of at least 20 new quote requests in your first month, or we're going to work for free. Now, the 20 is just a baseline, and in a lot of cases, our agencies are seeing a lot more. We do put that guarantee on 20, just so you know that we've got some skin in the game also. Now, the next steps from here are super simple. Number one, please accept that calendar invite that we sent to you for our call. That way we know, you're ready and you got that time locked off. And also number two, make sure to reply to that confirmation text that you're confirmed and let us know that, hey, I've gotten the text and I'm ready to get going. And the reason for that is we do get a lot of agents and agencies speaking with us every day, and we really want to make sure that those who are actually serious about getting started and getting all the attention are getting all the attention that they need. And on that call we're going to it's going to be very simple. We're going to ask you some questions, just to see if what we have is going to make sense for you and determine if our system is going to make sense for your business as well. And at the end of that call, there's really just going to be two outcomes. First one, we can't help and we're unfortunately not going to be a good fit. And at least, we leave you with some tactical things that you can do now to sell more policies. Or we go over all the details, work out a win-win, and get you in front of more qualified businesses that are ready to work with you. Now, last thing before I let you go, be sure to check out those testimonials below to see some of the other successes that a bunch of our other clients have had. And from there, we look forward to speaking with you soon and seeing you on that call. Have a good day.